Hey y'all, I'm back. All right. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, it's when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. So, of course, I was outside. Mm-hmm. Doing my meditating, processing my shit, you know. Whatever's coming through, whatever, is being shown to me. And I was, and it's always as I'm on my way back into the house that I start getting downloads. I mean, like I have my own shit, that I'm out here and I'm processing. I'm trying to get clarity on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay grounded, I love it. And it's so peaceful, just to watch the birds and you see the trees, how they're blooming and everything. So pretty now, so green and lush. Green or brown or whatever color, red, green, yellow, the birds, all of them, man. There's this little yellow bird out there. It's brown and yellow. Let me see, what kind of bird is that? I've seen it like twice now. What kind of bird is small with brown and yellow? A goldfinch, yep. That's it. That's it. Yep, a goldfinch, American goldfinch. All right, so let's see what's the spiritual meaning behind American goldfinch. What's the spiritual meaning behind seeing an American goldfinch? Message of joy, happiness, and positive change. Seeing an American goldfinch can be spiritually interpreted as a message of joy, happiness, and positive change. The bird's vibrant yellow plumage and melodic songs, often associated with good luck and prosperity. In some traditions, goldfinches represent renewal, harmony, and the acceptance of change. Listen, they can also symbolize the bright side of life, freedom, and the promise of better times ahead. Come on, spirit. Now, the download as I'm walking, because there's this little tree I like to stand on. There's a bunch of them. I stand up. They're all beautiful, you know what I mean? But, yeah. So, as I was walking back towards the house, I hear on the midnight, because the train was coming. And I heard the train, and I was like, oh, there go the train. And I heard midnight train to Georgia. On the midnight train to Georgia. And then I heard, I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. And then I heard, he's leaving. He's leaving. Somebody's leaving, y'all. Woo, somebody, listen. Somebody said, look, oh shit, look at this, y'all. King of Pentacles. Somebody said, I'd rather live in his world or her world than live without them in mine. You heard me? Come on now. Ooh, look, it's the love oracle. Here we go. Here we go. And I just kept hearing, I'm glad it's night. I was hearing her voice, glad it's night. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Well, we got the tower in reverse. Somebody's trying to prevent a tower from falling. Somebody's trying to prevent a tower from falling. Wow. So if they try to prevent a tower from falling, I don't know. I feel like the tower should fall. That's what towers are for, right? To rebuild. They're built on faulty foundations, right? So we should, I learned, right, that you should allow them to fall because they're built on faulty foundations. You want something that's built on a healthy, nurturing, loving, prosperous, fruitful foundation. Yes, that's what we want today. We don't want those relationships that cause us pain, right, that cause us regret. Some we can't avoid and some, you know what I mean, we can. But you know what I mean. Anyway, somebody's ready to get on the train. They'd rather go be where with someone where they are, rather than live without them where they're at. You know what I mean? So somebody's ready to make a move to travel, if it's physical travel or if it's making the necessary steps, right, to achieve this goal. Thank you, Spirit. Right, and then I heard he's leaving. He's leaving. Damn. We got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be having money issues. Yeah, Two of Pentacles here. Yeah. Juggling two situations. Nah, see, that ain't gonna fucking work, right? Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody's very cold-hearted. Whoever this is. Then we got soulmate here. Ooh, child. Twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, past lives. Somebody's trying to juggle a Queen of Swords in reverse and their soulmate. That's not going to happen. Ooh, somebody is very demanding. Ooh, wee. Somebody's losing finances. They juggling. They trying to live in two households at once. If it's not two households, then it's two different places that they want to plant a seed. How about that, right? Somewhere they've already planted a seed. Look, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Listen, somebody want to know where it's going to go, where they're going to have a blessing, where something's going to grow. You hear me? Because right now they're in a situation where they've got 1 foot on the ground, one seed in the ground, and then they got another seed up in the air, right? That they're holding for this soulmate, because if for some reason it feels like this really ain't it. This don't feel like it. Look like it. You feeling me? You know, this is what I've seen my family go. You know, kind of shit I've seen them deal with. You know, this is generational relationships. You hear me? We do this shit because we got kids. We do this shit because we've been together for a long time, or we're codependent, whatever. You feeling me? But this is really not, I don't feel like this is really it, because my soul is calling for someone else that I'm more aligned with, that I have a soul contract with, that I'm feeling. You hear me? Spirit, what's the best? That's the Ace of Pentacles, that archway, you hear me? That's going to be the road I want to go down. That's closed. Okay, we're going to put that Ace of Pentacles there, because that's what somebody wants. And there's a Queen of Swords here. There's somebody here that's like really on somebody's ass, man. They could even have a GPS stuck up somebody's butt, in their hair, in their car, or something, because this is somebody that's very controlling, because they know. They know somebody may have stopped giving, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody has slowed up how they interact with somebody, you know what I mean? But somebody has been saying some things or lying about something as well. There's a lot of lies here, a lot of manipulation, a lot of secrecy, a lot of manipulation. A lot of controlling, a lot of, somebody's, just like somebody think they know the manual on relationships and shit. You know what I'm saying? They act as if they have the manual, that they know what they're talking about. But somebody, you know, with all that being said on the outside, that inside, that soul is like, this is not the one. This is not the one. Listen, somebody's got a lesson to learn. This is not the one. Oh, child, come on, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's been putting in a lot of work. A lot of work. Listen, and it's been a lot of work. Burdens, man. Listen, somebody's been carrying a lot of burdens. And a lot of those burdens are not just from the household that they've already built, which is a burden because they really don't want to. The other one is that they really don't want to be there. Not that they don't love the people that they're with, but they know that this is not where their soul wants to be, you know. And that happens when we have children in these relationships, right, with people that are not our soulmates. They're just supposed to be a lesson for us. And we stay in these relationships and we're miserable, and then there's a lot of cheating or lying and you know, just bullshit, just staying together for the sake of the kids and shit and how it looks, you know what I mean? And then we get lost in those situations and get stuck, you know? And then we wake up, but see, we're the one that are really the outcast, the one people attack, because we ain't supposed to be doing that, right? We ain't supposed to be stepping and leaving and saying, nah, I don't want that. Yeah, I know I made it. I know it's there, but I that's not what I want. And we can still be cordial. We can still have a relationship, but I want something else. I can still love you, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes we make these choices, but those choices are not, listen, you know what your path is. Look, Eight of Pentacles came on out. Somebody's been putting in a lot of work. Yeah, somebody's been refusing. And peep this, and the longer we stay in these situations, the harder it gets to leave. Because now you signed another contract. You signed a contract with that situation, right? What's going on here, Spirit? I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. It's not, listen, somebody want to sneak away. Child, listen, you can't sneak away, baby. You can plan it, yeah. You keep things, to yourself, but you have to do it in a loving way. You have to do it in a truthful way. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to be honest with others. Because that really, Ten of Swords in reverse. You feel like you're going to be betraying people, but you're really not. You only betrayal you be betraying is yourself, and not facing it. Thank you, Spirit. Listen, this could be about somebody getting married or somebody that got married. Child, please. This could be a contract, a legal contract in the physical world, not just in the spiritual world. Look, Five of Pentacles, man. Somebody's scared if they leave. Well, if they leave, people ain't gonna be able to take care of themselves. They ain't gonna have nothing, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna feel like they betray people, There's loyalty here, and then I don't know why you struggling with it. Why are you on my table? That's what I'm saying. Why are you on the table? Somebody got some shit going on today, trying to face it, and it's only gonna keep them in turmoil. And sneaking away is not gonna work, because you're gonna be guilty about that shit. And when you sneak away, that means you're trying to leave the fucking door open, so you can make up a lie if you want to go back. So don't play that shit. So y'all better let them know. Listen. It was. But somebody's definitely trying to, maybe send some kind of message. Yeah. Somebody might be sending you a message about the situation. They might. The Death in reverse. But they have not done the proper ending. They have not. Nope. Look, here they go with that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Because the grass looks greener. See, this is somebody that's going to try to sneak away because the grass looks greener where they're going. It might be, but the way they're closing out the cycle, they're not. They're not. You hear me? They're trying to leave a door open. You hear me? This is somebody that could be trying to sneak away to instead of doing the healing, instead of doing the honest, the straight up thing, you know what I'm saying? To say, listen, I ain't happy here and I'm leaving. You feeling me? No, this is somebody that's going to try and sneak away to get it, but that's not going to work, Spirit. Somebody wants to get on the midnight train to Georgia. Or from Georgia. Take it how it resonates. But somebody said he's leaving. I seen something that was turned up, but I guess it'll come out. What's going on here, Spirit? I seen that Chariot in reverse, though. I heard scared. Say you scared. Scared. I seen intuition, wedding, legal matters, grass is greener again. Yeah, somebody's confused. Social media, yeah, messing up the family, right? Secret crush. Listen. I'm trying to tell you something. Somebody is in fear of hurting people if they leave. What will people think if they leave? Right, Spirit? They in their head. Somebody knows. Or you may know that this person is still actively in the situation, that they have not closed a cycle out with the Hermit. You could be the Hermit, or they could be in the Hermit energy, knowing that they ain't closed a cycle out and they still working in the energy. Listen, heartbreak in reverse. They're trying to prevent that, but what's going on here, Spirit? They trying to prevent a tower. Yo, stay where you at. Stay where you at. Stop. Why are you creating all this chaos and confusion in your own head? You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to stay there or you're going to leave. But all this bullshit here, child, please, ain't nobody, listen, they ain't willing to do it. Listen, they ain't willing to do it. Nope, they ain't willing to do it. Fated meeting, they think this is, maybe they think that's their soulmate. Oh, there's quite possibly this person could think that the Queen of Swords in reverse is their soulmate. Yes. Yes. I told you she's a liar. She's sneaky. She manipulative, right? She probably got him under some kind of, I don't know why her habeas corpus. What the fuck? That's a court rule. Habeas corpus. What's that mean? What does habeas corpus mean? You should have the body is a legal principle requiring that a person in custody be brought before a court to determine the legality of their detention. It essentially ensures that no one can be held indefinitely without being brought before a judge to justify the imprisonment. Somebody, wait a minute. Latin for you should have the body or show me the body. Okay, purpose. It's a legal process that challenges the legality of a person's imprisonment or detention. Somebody could keep asking themselves, why the fuck am I still here? Why the fuck am I still here? Right? You been held against your fucking will. Hold on now. A person in custody can request a writ of habeas corpus, which orders the person holding them, like a prison official, to bring the individual before a judge. The court then examines the reason for the detention. Somebody's trying to prevent judgment. They know that somebody don't know why they there. Somebody don't know why they still fucking in the relationship that they in. Right. Somebody don't know why. They don't understand. It says habeas corpus is sometimes referred to as the Great Writ because it is a powerful tool for protecting individual liberty against arbitrary government power. Listen, imbalance, baby. Come on. Yeah, something ain't right. Something in the milk. Ooh, somebody could be putting something in somebody's food. Ooh, child, they gonna be mad at me. Yeah, well, listen. Y'all at my table. Y'all in my energy. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. So don't say nothing to me. I'm telling you. Listen, the lovers. Yeah. Somebody's trying to prevent somebody from having a choice. That's what this is. The Queen of Swords in reverse. That's a dirty bitch there. The Queen of Swords in reverse? What? This is somebody that, child. This is somebody you don't do what they say or you don't go along. This is somebody that'll tear your ass down. You hear me? This is somebody that will destroy your life. Page of Swords in reverse. I don't know, somebody looking back. Somebody could be looking over their shoulder, feeling a little, somebody could be trying to reflect. Eight of Cups. Look, I'm telling you, what did I say? Somebody keeps saying, why am I still here, right? Somebody don't understand why they still in the situation. Every time they decide to leave, every time they make they go right back. And now somebody's really confused about that shit. I don't know what's going on here. Somebody going to this hermit. I told you somebody was going within, right? Somebody's trying to understand why they're trying to prevent this tower and why they still choosing this person in this relationship when their soul is being called somewhere else. When everything in them is like the tower, the illusion. Somebody's been creating illusions. Somebody's been creating a lot of illusions. Listen, I'm telling you, new love. Somebody wants something else. Okay? I'm trying to tell you something. The Chariot. Thank you, Spirit. Somebody wants something else. Somebody, listen, because love don't live here no more. I'm trying to tell you something. They know that. In order to do that, son, in order to do that, ma'am, you're going to have to get on that chariot. But you're going to have to do that shit with integrity, or all that shit's going to be out the window. Listen, you're going to have to let some folks know that you're not in love anymore and you don't want to be there no more. You heard? Standing, listen, lying and trying to hold on to people, places, and things just in case ain't gonna work. You can't be breadcrumbing people and shit. You listen, you can't avoid the storm. Somebody's trying to avoid the storm, like by any means necessary. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, ex-lover. Maybe this ain't even you, divine masculine or divine feminine. Maybe this could be your spouse that's trying to avoid this tower at all costs. Remember that the other download was he's leaving. Okay, so this could be the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, listen. Yes, this could be them. Listen, the moon. Listen. This King of Pentacles has somebody in mind. They wondering why they can't walk away. That's because the Queen of Swords in the reverse up there, your partner that you was trying to play with, that you refuse to, well, maybe, yeah, listen. I don't know what's holding you. Literally. Something holding you back, right? You better pray about it. You better pray about it. This, see what's going on here. Child, listen. Listen. Justice. And the Three of Swords. That's justice. Because there's deception here. There's jealousy here. Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with the fire sign. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah, look, Ten of Swords, trying to hide. Listen, you know what it is. Betrayal. This person has betrayed you. They betrayed you because they've been holding you against your will. Right? They were being dishonest. They weren't showing up in authentic energy. They were creating illusions around you. They were putting things in your food. They were doing shit. Make it, man or woman, take it how it resonates. Men do that shit too. Men are jealous too. I promise. Especially when they're out here playing with people's hearts and shit, and then they want to really hold on to something, and they get to feel what other people feel. I don't know who that's for. Not to say to do that on purpose, but you know what's gonna happen. But there's been an injustice here. Look, the sun. See how he flew out my hand? The sun, baby. Yes. You know what you need. You know what you want. You want loyalty. You want respect. You want growth. You want to build. You want a legacy. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Anyway, let's get you a spiritual as fuck. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see what he got to say. Let's put this one back in here too. Can I get one card, please? Okay, we got two. What you say? It says, grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. I was going to say, there's one for the males and then one for the females, so we'll take this one for the female. All right, this for the males. Grab life by the balls and make it your bitch. Or maybe this is the female. I don't know. Y'all take it how it resonates. Sometimes life is just waiting for you to meet it with the same level of energy it's been stomping you with. Whoo, child. And when that's the case, sometimes you just need to get all alpha dog on it and be like, listen, bitch. Note of caution. Make sure you know what you want life to do when you get its attention. All right? Keep hold of life's balls and point them to where you want it to go. All right? Pull back, get your energy, man. Snap back. Women, snap back. Otherwise, that mixed metaphor is totally going to pull on the leash and poop on your own lawn. All right. Okay, ladies, stop trying to skip the fucking struggle. Ooh, ladies. What's this? Keeping it positive won't insulate you from having emotions and needing to evolve. You're not going to spiritual your way out of hitting the next layer of wounds to heal. Come on, spirit. So many of us make the mistake of thinking we'll arrive, and that'll be that with the life lessons and shit. Personal growth is more like peeling an onion than like climbing a mountain. It gets stinkier and stinkier, and you cry more, but everything gets juicier the deeper you go. Hello. The true spiritual badasses don't pretend like their onions don't stink. Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. I'll see you. Deuces.